I walked into the gym to get bigger. 5 years later, the muscle is the least of what it gave me. These are the 5 things that the gym fixed that had nothing to do with my body. And number 4 is cheaper than any therapist. But let me say this different. I really didn't get back into the gym when my life was perfect. I really found my way back to the gym when my life was at its worst, maybe the messiest. It was after the breakup. It was after becoming a full-time single father. It was then that after I realized that my schedule wasn't going to get any better, but I had to make a decision. There was nobody coming to give me more time, more energy, more help, a perfect routine. And today, I'm not even filming this in my normal setup. I'm in my brother's guest room. I'm on a trip. I got my little camera here. That's it. And honestly, that's the point. Because at one point in time, the man I used to be would have used this very moment as an excuse. It's not my room. It's not my house. It's not my gym. It's not the perfect lighting, not the perfect day. But the version of myself that I had to become doesn't get the luxury of having everything perfect all the time. I had to learn how to find a way. Not when life got easier, not when I had more time, not when everything calmed down, right in the middle of it. So that's what the gym gave me. Not just a body, but a system, a place to put the stress, a place to put a promise. It reminded me every day that I could still build something despite where I was and where I was in the moment. So here's the 5 things that the gym fixed about my life that had nothing to do about my body. The first thing the gym fixed for me was it taught me that I still had the ability to keep promises to myself. And I think a lot of men know what I mean by that. After a breakup where you're invested, your life changes. You see things different. You maybe will never be the same. The house, it feels different. Your schedule changes. You can't sleep. If you like me, you're parenting full time. At the same time, you're just trying to hold everything together. And at some point, you start making promises and saying you're going to do things. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way. You say, I'm going to get back in shape. I'm going to wake up earlier. I'm going to eat better. Stop letting myself go. Then life happens. The kid needs something. Work gets crazy. Schedule changes. Anything. You go from bath time to bedtime to laundry to court to work to bills to just so many different things. And by the time the day is over, you ain't get to the gym. You ain't do no work. And then eventually you just stop believing in yourself. And that was the part that I didn't like. But then I made the gym and working out a non-negotiable because the bar doesn't care about excuses. The dumbbells don't care if you're tired. And the workout doesn't care if my life got complicated. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's just the reality of it. And it's the new life you have to accept. It's not perfect, but before you can ever expect anyone else to believe in you again, whether it be your kid or your next relationship, you got to believe in yourself. Number 2, and I say this all the time, it gives you a place to put the anger. I always talk about having a pocket full of motivation, a pocket full of things to excite you to do hard things. And I'm not talking about screaming, fake gym rage, or all that fake trying to look intense for the camera. I'm talking about a quiet anger. I'm talking about the type of focus and rage you can tell somebody has when they're lifting heavy with no music and just pure focus and intensity. It's that anger when you're tired, but you still got to be patient. This type of anger is dangerous because if you don't deal with it, if you don't find a place to express it, it can lead to bad things. But if you use it the right way, it can lead to the most beautiful outcomes ever. For me, the gym became the best place to handle emotions that I had. It's always been that place. And it's not that it makes the anger disappear, but it gave it somewhere to go. That made me a safer person, calmer, more patient, more present. To me, that matters more than any muscle that I could ever build. So number 3 is the gym gave me evidence that I could do hard things, even with limited time. And so I'm someone who always prides myself on challenging myself and finding the way to get through difficult situations by just locking in focus, intensity. Once I became a single dad, I had to face the reality that I no longer had the opportunity for these wonderful 2-hour long gym sessions. Hell, I barely had an hour. So that life was gone. No unlimited mornings, no post work, just fun sessions with the guys. I had a child that was dependent on me. I have a schedule, I have work, I have to deal with traffic. So many variables that just get in the way will always cause me to miss the gym. And for a while, I used that for a reason. It was the easy way out. But eventually, I had to face the reality. I had to be honest with myself that you have to find a way. 35 minutes here, 45 minutes here, maybe a walk, maybe a hotel workout, maybe something. Because the more and more I skipped, the excuses, they just kept adding up. And it was taking a toll on everything. I had to change my concept of discipline. I had to become more practical. I couldn't leave it up to chance. I had to be very intentional and accountable to myself. You don't always get the perfect setup. You don't always get the perfect schedule. You don't always get the perfect environment, but you can still find a way. And eventually, every workout became evidence. I can do hard things when I'm tired. I can do hard things when I'm busy. I can do hard things when nobody makes it easy for me. I can do hard things when the conditions are not ideal. That's a different kind of strength because life really give men the most ideal conditions all the time. Maybe some, but not me. So what I learned is you have to build what you can with what you have, not what you wish you had. The fourth thing that the gym fixed that nobody talks about, quiet. Not quiet. There's a difference. Silence is when there's no noise. Quiet is when nobody needs anything from you. And when you're a full-time single dad, and don't be a supervisor like me, everybody needs something from you. Your child needs you. Work needs you. Family needs you. Bills need you. The schedule needs you. The laundry needs you. The car needs you. The house needs you. Something always needs you. And then even when you have a brief moment when you feel like nothing needs you, it's like you in the back of your mind, you're figuring out, what do I need to pay? What do I need to do? What do I need to handle? There's so much stuff you got to stay on top of by yourself because it's just you. You're the responsibility. You're the one. That mental noise is real. And the gym became the only place where I could have a brief escape from that. All I would think about is that one set, that one rep, making sure I breathe, that one breath. It was just all about the movement. That's it. It's like in the gym, you just have that window of time when nobody needs you for anything. You can escape. You can be at peace. And that's why I say number 4 is cheaper than any therapist. Unless you get free therapy and your gym membership is crazy to one of those fancy gyms, but you know what I mean. One thing I learned, and I feel like it's so important that folks gotta learn to understand is that taking care of yourself is so important. It's almost the most important thing when you're responsible for taking care of other people. It's not selfish to take care of yourself when people depend on you. So for me, that gym became an important part of my maintenance, not just for the body, for the mind, for the man. Number 5, a body my son sees me build, not buy. When you become a single dad and it's just you in the house, the focus switches. It's a big time difference knowing that that's being watched is the things that you do. So you have to set a different type of example. He watches how I respond in times of anger, how I am when I'm tired, when I'm hungry, when I'm at my best, how I treat other people. Every little thing he's watching. One thing I told myself is I don't want him growing up seeing a man who made excuses. I didn't want to be somebody that just preached discipline to him but never lived it. I want him to see the process. I want him to see the challenges. I want him to see the obstacles, but still see that you can overcome it. So he sees me sweat. He sees me go into that garage and do home workouts. He sees me go to the commercial gym and put in the work and come get from the kids club sweaty, drenched through it. Because I can tell him not to quit all day, but I believe I got to show him that I didn't quit so he understands that that's a real thing. I don't just want to tell him discipline matters. I want to be that example. I believe men need to know when times get tight, you don't just throw in the towel. You don't give up. You adapt. You find a way to overcome. It's part of the meaning of life. You find a way. That's the real lesson. And the gym became one of the ways I could show him that. Not because I'm perfect. Not because I never miss it. Definitely not because I have it all figured out, because I don't. No one really does. But because I keep coming back. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to show up and be just so locked in that you just keep coming back. So I started lifting to get bigger, get in better shape, but it's not what happened first. That's not what really was the greatest benefit. Getting back in the gym after all those life things that happened, breakup, the new schedule, to being a full-time single dad, muscle wasn't the greatest reward benefit. It gave me proof that I could keep promises. It gave me a place to put the anger. It gave me the evidence, the proof that I could do hard things with limited time. It gave me that quiet space that I needed. When it gave me a body that I could show my son that I built, that I didn't just buy it and take the easy way. That's why I keep training. Not because my life is easy. Definitely not because my schedule is perfect. I keep training because I like the man that it turns me into. The gym didn't help me fix my whole life, and it may not help you fix your whole life, but it helps you become a man that can understand life, who could face life. You can face life. Because really, man, after a certain point, discipline isn't about looking good. Discipline is about showing yourself that you're not going to abandon yourself when life gets heavy. That's what the gym gave me, a way to stop abandoning myself. So let me ask you this. What did the gym give you? And hopefully it's something that wasn't physical, not arms, not chest, not back, none of that, not abs. Was it patience? Was it confidence? Was it peace or just the ability to be yourself again? I think a lot of men walk into the gym with the focus and the idea of being there to get their body back. But along that way, something else happens. You transform. You understand the real deeper reasons. If you over 40 and you rebuilding your discipline, your money, your fatherhood, your life, hey, that's what No for 40 is about. No perfect setup, no perfect schedule. It's just no more waiting. We found a way. Thank you for watching.